Hey, yo, peace. Juice the Metaphysical. I'm back in the building. Once again, I want to appreciate and thank everyone who's been rocking with me for this long. Um, all those who've been peeping my videos, all those who've been supporting me, because support is not just um, a verbal thank you or um, a hand to hand transaction. A lot of support and appreciation is just energy. You know, um, you can support someone mentally. You know, um, just the fact that um, it's on your mind to come see if I uploaded a video or check my channel. That's support in its within itself. You feel me? So I just appreciate everybody who been rocking with me this long. Um, the energetic support, like that shit's priceless. For real, like I really want to thank y'all, one love. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm about to get back on these points. You feel me? Back on these points. 17 things a man could do when you want to cheat. All right. So make sure y'all go check out the. I'm already 3 videos in, right? So one of the points was be a leader. The other point was a man has to continue to grow daily, and the last video I made was a man want to create a lot of wealth financially. So if you haven't checked out the videos, go check them out. You know what I'm saying? So on this video, right, I'm about to get on one of the points. So on this video, fellas, if you don't want your woman going nowhere, once again, like not by force, by natural connections, like she's not like you're not forcing her to stay with you. She naturally want to be with you. She naturally only see you. The love is organic. The connection is authentic. You feel me? If you want to keep that same energy with her, fellas, you want to explore with her and fulfill her mentally. You want to explore with her and fulfill her mentally. And what I mean by that, fellas, is conversation rules the nation. So when you first meet a woman, right? They allow you to, if a man is conscious or aware enough, like you'll see like where she's at mentally by the topics she talks about, by the things she discusses with you. Um, that kind of give you a clear indicator where she's at mentally as far as her mind state. Um, So, fellas, you want to explore with that, and not only explore, but you want to fulfill her. You know what I'm saying? So, when I mean by fulfill her mentally, fellas, you want to add to her mind. You want to make her think more, right? Um, you want to have conversations that allow her to ponder and dive deep into her own mind. A woman loves a man she can learn from, fellas. A woman loves that. So if you that man who has a gift, if you have the knowledge, right, and that knowledge is so um, important and it resonates with her mind to the point where she is learning from you, she is gaining wisdom and you're opening her up consciously, right? You're opening her mind up in different areas where like she didn't even know like certain things existed. This is important, fellas, because like I say, the first universal law is mentalism. That's the first universal law. It's mentalism. So we all that the universe already let you know how important the mind is, right? The mind is so powerful, right? We heard sayings like a powerful mind can build an empire with someone else's hands. The mind can have you could control people mentally and physically just based off your like how you your thoughts and how you go about like how extensive and how potent your mind is and things like that. So like someone with a powerful mind. Think of Professor X, how powerful what he was with his mind. You know, when you got a powerful mind, you almost got the whole world at your disposal. Like there's almost nothing that you like. There's nothing you won't be able to do. Like you will be able to do all things just by having a powerful mind. So when you're around a woman, right, by a man having a powerful mind, you can engage in different topics, different discussions. You could elaborate on different points. You pick her brain, right? And by you picking her brain, you adding things to her mind where now she could think on. I'm not saying she gotta agree with you, but you allow her to think. She'll love a man like that. Women love intelligent men. Like even on the surface level, right? On the surface level, a man who's intelligent, like your lawyers, your doctors, um, your scientists, those who are intelligent on the surface level, meaning they did good in school. They got book smarts. You know, your cats with book smarts, you know, women that's in corporate America, they gravitate to men who could teach them something, right? Even your women in the streets, chicks in the streets, right? That grew up in the hood, that grew up in the ghettos. Your dudes with street smarts, right? They gravitate to that. They gravitate to the guys who could teach them something in the streets, you know? And now with this new wave spirituality, which is really not new, but the conscious community treating it like it's new, it's really been around since day one, since the beginning of time. However, they're turning this spirituality to a religion. So you see conscious guys, right, on the internet, on social media. They're having a lot of women following them based off the jewels they spit on the conscious level, dealing with spirituality. So you see a lot of women gravitating to them spiritual cats. So fellas, like you see, like when a man has a powerful mind, when a man has a lot of knowledge, women will naturally gravitate towards that, right? So fellas, if you're not having no conversation with your woman, if you can't add no points of value to your woman mentally, how do you expect her to stay with you? Right? Like, how do you expect her to stay with you? And honestly, another guy could come around. Like, if you're not exploring and fulfilling your woman's mind mentally, another guy could come in and kind of sweep your woman off her feet just based off the knowledge, based off whatever he say come out of his mouth because he has a beautiful mind. You know, they call me Russell Crowe because I got a beautiful mind. That's my movie bars, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all remember A Beautiful Mind. Russell Crowe starred in that movie. I think it came out like in 2002. But yeah, like A Beautiful Mind, like people gravitate to that. You know what I'm saying? So fellas, like you want to be able to have a conversation that just doesn't feed her soul, that just doesn't feed her physical features. Because it's easy for a man to tell a woman you beautiful, you got beautiful eyes, you got beautiful skin, I love your lips. You know, your shape, your figure is like it's nice, it's tantalizing. That's easy to acknowledge, you know. But teach her something new, and that's why it's important, fellas, right? To have fellas, we gotta be multidimensional. That's what I'm saying. With these 17 points, a man has to be great. You have to be great, and a woman that's great will, y'all know, y'all will like dance in that greatness. That's important. So when fellas, when you have to be great, that means you gotta have book smarts, you want to have street smarts, and you want to have cosmic smarts. You want to be in tune with the cosmos. Now, if you got all three of them, man, you're a force to be reckoned with. Like you almost could like sweep a lot of women off their feet, you know, because you're multi-dimensional in the way you think. You know, you're not just one track minded. You know, like you could add value in different perspectives. You could give different perspectives. You could help people change their perception naturally, not by force. You're not forcing anybody to change their perception. However, just the jewels you speak, just the words that come out your mouth, you challenge another woman's mind and you change her whole perception of life just based off what you say and based off you dissecting her mind. You having sex with her mind. You having intimacy with her mind. And let's be 100, fellas. You get her mind sexually, like you penetrate her mind. That make the sex better. Fast, man. She could be more aroused. Her body could be more aroused sexually because you penetrated that mind first. it's important to penetrate that mind, fellas. Like you gotta teach her something new. So fellas, like, because a lot of men be like, well, how can I teach her something new? Like, especially if I really don't know a lot. And I mean, it's cool to talk about mundane things, meaning like personally, I don't care to talk about celebrity lifestyle. That's not my, that's not my cup of tea. I don't care what other celebrities going through. I definitely don't like to talk about other people for what, like I'd rather help people than talk about what they have, what they don't have. I'm not the gossip type, you know what I'm saying? My mind too powerful, my mind too um, my consciousness too extensive to even like want to talk about people. Because at the end of the day, we all going through things. I don't want to talk about people, you know. So you want to elevate your fellas. You want to elevate your mind on a certain level where you can have some type of um, food for thought for your lady, right? So, fellas, read more books. Reading books helps you elevate your mind. Another way to help you elevate your mind, fellas, is we're in the internet age, right? So you want to listen to a lot of different so-called teachers, because we're all teachers, and like we're all teachers, we're all students, based off the situation and circumstance at hand and what you're presently doing, like in your at the moment in your life. We're all teachers and students, but there's a lot of people out here who have videos where I'm not necessarily saying you gotta follow and think and believe everything they say, but whatever they're presenting, like with their presentation of their thoughts, whatever resonate with you, like you take that in and you just keep that. And not only that, you challenge like a lot of things you hear or see on the internet, you challenge that. That helps you expand your mind and your conscience. Because we could listen to somebody and regurgitate everything they say, right? But really, is it you just regurgitating? But like you'll learn more if you challenge it. You challenge it, and that's how you open up other areas in your mind that wasn't opened up in the first place. So you want to find ways to give your mind certain type of exercises. This is like when you're working out physically, right? When you're working out physically, men, women, you're supposed to work the whole body. Like if you work your upper body and you don't do anything to your lower body, it's gonna be off proportion. Like you gonna look funny, you'll be built funny. So that's the same way with the mind. With the mind, you want to learn everything you can. You don't want to be one track minded. You want to be able to add conversations and keep adding to that. So every day, whatever you can do, read more books, meditate more, because when you meditate, you get downloads. Be open minded. Don't have any limitations based off belief systems, religion. Because what happens is you could be confronted with new information, but you will disregard it based off your belief system. You will not even like engage or continue to go and into that realm of new knowledge and consciousness because your belief system, you put a ceiling on your thoughts. So now it's a cap limit on your thoughts. So you put a cap based off your belief system. Now you can't even expand outside of that. So you're boxed in. You're boxed in, fellas. So the key is to fulfill her mind mentally. Always search for different truths. Because everything is truth and everything a lie, law of polarity. Like everything, but fellas, you want to keep your mind working. You want to keep. You don't want to become stagnant and not be able to present new information to your woman. And if your woman's on that level, y'all can like exchange information and have like man, beautiful, powerful dialogues. And even if you're dealing with a woman who don't know as much as you do, trust me, fellas, like, because I know a lot. Like I know a lot. Um, I done been around a lot of women who don't know nearly as much as I did do. You know what I'm saying? But you could tell their reaction, man. You could tell that. Listen, their reaction is priceless. A lot of women used to just sit and just stare at me, like in awe. And I'd be like, man, why you staring at me? Why you so quiet? They'd be like, I'm just listening to what you saying. Like I just like you be saying a lot of real stuff. I'm just listening. And you know, I'm not knocking her because she ain't got nothing to add on. I would never knock a woman because she ain't got nothing to add on. But the fact that I was able to present to her knowledge that her own man, either she was single, she was in a relationship, and maybe her man wasn't presenting that same type of awareness and consciousness to her, you could see why she kind of was attracted to me over her nigga. You could see why when like she have certain thoughts that come on her mind, and she might want to talk to me about it before she talk to her own boyfriend or husband, because her boyfriend or husband don't talk to her. And when they talk, it's like a routine talk. How was your day? How was work? How was this? How was that? Or y'all talk about a movie, or y'all talk about sports, but it's nothing like he never explored her mind. He never went on like an exploration as far as when it comes to her mental. The universe is mental. If you get a person's mind, you could control their body, fellas. So this is important. You want to be able to give your woman new ideas. You know, give her food for thought. You gotta give her a buffet of knowledge, like endless meals. You feel me? Like and keep that up, fellas. Keep that up, cause what's gonna happen is, I mean, it's always gonna be someone who knows more than you or who can articulate their words better than you, right? It's always somebody out there, but the numbers gonna be very slim. And let's say your woman is drawn to a certain guy, right? And this guy has a lot of great viewpoints. He, you know, he has that natural ability to dig deep in a woman's mind. And your woman might like watch videos of this nigga, but that nigga might be like in a whole nother state and city. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But it's good when she, after she watched a video of a certain individual, she could come to you and y'all can exchange ideas about it, right? And you can elaborate on it too. You feel me? And not only that, even if you don't know any of the information that she's saying, at least have an open mind to take it in. Like don't try to dismiss her thoughts. Don't try to be like argumentative. You feel me? Um, in the way she thinks. So if she comes up with new information, the fact that she want to share it with you and she want to express it with you means a lot. That means she's still into you. That means she still find value in you within her own life and within the relationship, fellas. So it's very important that you fulfill her mentally. And once again, conversation is not just verbal. The highest form of communication is telepathy, meaning if you on a certain level with your woman where she could be thinking a certain thing, right? She don't tell you what she thinking, but you on that level and y'all got that connection where you know what she thinking and you make it happen for her. Oh, you just swept her off her feet, bruh. You feel me? You done swept her off her feet because you you did something that she was thinking that she ain't had to tell you. So no words were uttered. That's a higher form of communication. That's a higher form of mental connection. She'll love that in you when she ain't got to tell you to do something, or you know, it could be anything. You just do it, and she was like, "Wow, he's like really into me." Bro, you'll fuck her head up for life. Like, you know, in a good way though. In a good way, you ain't like trying to take advantage of her and stuff, but like in a good way. And once again, like you want to have conversation because a lot of times, like honestly, like I said, I'm 41 years old, right? And I done talked to a lot of women, and a lot of dudes ain't got no conversation for their ladies. That's why I said, if I was like, if I was an unrighteous guy, like if I was always living my life based off my low chakras, if I didn't open my higher chakras and I wasn't living in the space and energetic frequency of my higher chakras, like if I was just in my lower chakras, like I really could fuck a lot of niggas hoes. I mean women. I'm gonna try to quit using hoes and bitches, y'all. Let me, you know what I'm saying? But I could like mess with a lot of guys, women, because I understand and understand, right, how it is to connect with a woman. Like I'm giving y'all these points, so y'all already know I'm on that level. I'm on that mental frequency where like I know what I'm talking about. That's why a lot of women agree with me when I give these points. They agree, like you right. So like fellas, like if you don't want your woman going anywhere naturally, like yes, you want to have deep, intimate conversations. You want to speak in tongues mentally. What we call that intellectual intercourse. And then you speak in tongues sexually. As above, so below. Like yeah, I'm telling you, it enhances the sex when a woman turned on. Like that's just like anybody when your body becomes aroused, right? And your body get a certain type of sensation because someone's talking a certain type of language. And they're talking not just talking to your soul, but they're talking to your mind, you know. You could see why a woman will be attracted to that guy. Once again, that's why men that have knowledge, and once again, knowledge is multi-dimensional, like it's levels to this. It's mean levels to knowledge. So a pastor, for example, a pastor can have a lot of knowledge about the Bible, and the fact that he got a lot of knowledge about the Bible, a woman who's a Christian or is in the church, you can see why she could be attracted to the pastor or the minister because they could give her a lot of scriptures within the Bible that resonates with her soul and her mind, and they can add value to her mind by giving the scriptures like she never even knew. You feel me? Especially if she got a God, the God don't read her God don't read the Bible like that, and he don't give her new scriptures and things like that you know. So whatever your woman into, that's why I said you gotta explore with her mentally. So you gotta find out what she's into, right? So if she's into the religion, you want to be well in depth mentally, religiously. If she's into science, if she's into history, if she's into mathematics, I mean, some women into celebrity lifestyles. Like honestly, I'm not attracted. Like I don't follow the stars in Hollywood. I follow the stars in the sky, astrology. So like honestly, a woman who talk that celebrity life to me, I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna bore me, and I'm not gonna really be interested like that. Like I engage in a conversation just because, and honestly, I might start talking about the rituals they be doing, like the satanic things they be doing in Hollywood. Like I take it to a whole nother level with her. You know what I'm saying? Like what like as far as when it comes to celebrity lifestyle. So you wanna, like I said, you wanna explore with her mentally and find out what she's into, right? And then you complement what she's into, and not only that, you add to it. You add to that. So you're giving her knowledge that she never heard before. I'm telling you, conversation rules the nation. There's a lot of power in the mind. Once again, you control somebody's mind, you control the body. Let's look at society. A lot of people are controlled mentally. So there's zombies out here. I ain't got to go on the A&E channel to watch The Walking Dead. Like I just go outside. It's a lot of zombies. A lot of people walking dead because yes, they might be walking alive physically, but their mind is on auto control. So to me, you dead. Like if your mind thinks the way society wants you to think, then your mind on auto control. Your soul is dead. You don't even know you have a soul. So literally, you like the Walking Dead to me. And that's why like I don't really care about education system because I already know they manipulated everything in the books. They lied in all they subject matter. A lot of the things they put in the books is BS because they want you to be a mindful servant. They're not, like I said, the elite is not going to give you power to be powerful, right? So they control your mind, right? That's the first thing they do is control your mind through religion, media, and the education system. You feel me? But now we at the point like some people are in relationships and the person that controlling your mind is laying right next to you. But they're controlling your mind in a negative way. That's why your relationship is not elevating, because they're controlling your mind in a way to, they're trying to manipulate you and take advantage of you and use you up and drain your soul and your mental capacity. Like, we see that a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of women gravitate to me, because I'm more righteous. I don't do that. I don't do that. So that's why I always say, like, when I speak my truth, I always say my truth. I don't convince. I don't try to persuade. I don't want people to believe whatever I say is truth. I don't do that. Like, if you try to debate me, I'm not gonna debate you. Because, like, honestly, your truth is your truth. My truth is my truth. I'm just open minded enough that I could see everybody's perspective on everything. I could see it good and the bad and everything. That's how open my mind is. I'm not boxed in. My mind is limitless. Like, my mind is, the whole galaxy is my mind. Ain't no ceiling on my thoughts, on my thought process. And that's attractive, like a man who's open minded, because you might come across a woman, right? And if you're closed minded, she might present to you some new information, but you're closed minded and you dismiss what she's saying, and she might not want to talk to you no more. So you're in a sense, another guy might exist, because the things that she wanted to talk to you about, you're not open minded enough to even add to the conversation or be a listening ear. So now she want to go like, she might not want to go talk to another dude. However, it might just be a scenario that plays out where she's talking to another guy, a co-worker or some type of friend, or she meet a guy, and that guy can talk about the things that's deep and heavy on her mind. You can see why she will naturally gravitate more to that man that she can have them deep conversations with. And that can lead to a lot of things. I'm not saying they gonna start messing around. I'm not saying they gonna have a relationship, but I mean, it could happen though. You can see why, like, women who have deep conversations, when a guy is able to penetrate a woman's mind, right? You can see why a part of her is curious now about the guy. And women love curiosity. When a woman is curious about a man, it's almost kind of over for her boyfriend or her husband. I'm just speaking facts, and the women will agree with me. The women will agree. So, like if a guy catches your woman curiosity, fellas, you about lost, man. You gotta do something quick and fast. Like, you gotta do something quick and fast, and that's why it's important, fellas. You wanna have your woman learn from you. Give her new things she can learn from, new knowledge, new information. You know what I'm saying? Like, have sex with her mind. Like, for real. Like I said, intellectual intercourse. Intellectual intercourse. That's why I call it speaking tongues. You know, like, just, I'm telling you, fellas. That's, if you don't want your woman going anywhere, fellas, you gotta keep that mind working. Never become stagnant with the knowledge. Don't have no ceiling on whatever you believe or whatever you see to be true. Don't have no ceiling, because once again, when you have a ceiling, you box yourself in. You want to be open and minded enough that any information that comes through, you can process it, and you can either allow it to stay in your consciousness, or you could dismiss it, or, and most importantly, you challenge it. Because when you challenge new information, you come with more information, and you come with more knowledge, and that's attractive to the female counterpart. So, fellas, man, you want to explore with her, fulfill her mentally, man. Like, you just want to, fellas. Like, that's one of the points, man. All right. So, uh, once again, thank you for rocking with me on this one. Um, I'm keeping this content going, yo. I'm feeling good. Like, I'm feeling good. Like, those who got that third eye open, you can see my aura. Like, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I just want to keep this content rolling. There's just a lot of things I just want to get off my chest. Like I said, my purpose is to bring the best out of everybody. That's my purpose. When I reincarnated into this physical reality, into this third dimensional realm that we call Earth, when I reincarnated, my sole purpose, because we all have a purpose. My sole purpose is to help people reach their highest potential. I had to realize that throughout my life journey. So that's why I'm making these points for the men. Like I said, the women, y'all can use this too. Like anybody can use these points. But that's my whole purpose is to elevate people's minds, body, and soul to raise their vibration and frequency so they can reach their God. So I want to get to a point where they don't like fellas don't need me. They don't need me. They get to another like level beyond me because a true righteous teacher don't teach a student to be beneath them. You teach a student to be better than you, to elevate that student to be better than you. So when that student goes out on their own personal journey of enlightenment, they don't need you anymore. You played your part. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm playing my part. I'm playing my role. All right. So Juice the Metaphysical in the building. Uh, I want to just thank y'all for letting me rock with y'all in this space. Until the next time, I'm going to make another video about another point. All right. Peace, love, and light. Peace.